When you call for decriminalization in this country, you have to provide some education because the country is quite ignorant about drug policy, about drugs in general. Decriminalization is not legalization. Legalization is what we're doing with alcohol. Alcohol, if you're 21 or older, you can purchase alcohol without fear of being prosecuted. You can sell alcohol legally. Decriminalization, you cannot sell drugs. They still remain illegal. Possession also remains illegal, but you can no longer get a criminal record from possessing a drug. Instead, it would be treated like we treat traffic violations. That way, we decrease the likelihood of putting blemishes on people's records and enhance the likelihood that they will be able to get jobs and contribute to society. When we think about the guys who have occupied the White House, President Obama, President Bush, President Clinton, all three of those guys used illegal drugs in their youth. If they would have been caught, they would have gotten felony charges and probably would not have been allowed to make the contributions that they have made to our country. My expertise are the effects of drugs on people, right? And one of the things that happens in this discussion is that experts are very comfortable talking on areas in which they have limited expertise. I'm not one of them, and I have limited expertise in markets. But what I can tell you is why I favor decriminalization rather than legalization. Legalization, for example, would make drugs probably more available. I don't know that's a prediction for some. But what I do know is that legalization will provide the opportunity for people to exaggerate the extent of the harms caused by drugs. I know that for a fact. And because the country is so ignorant about what drugs actually do, I am arguing in High Price that we should decriminalize and then have a corresponding increase in education about these drugs, realistic education. So when I say realistic education, since I've been talking about methamphetamine, since it causes people to have increased heart rate, blood pressure, and so forth. #1 killer in the United States is heart disease. If you have cardiac issues, the public health message will be blared. Don't take methamphetamine. Another issue, methamphetamine is outstanding at keeping people awake. Chronic sleep loss associated with cancers, all kinds of cancers, associated with psychiatric illness. The public health message would be, please don't take methamphetamine near bedtime, get sleep. Those sorts of things. This is realistic education to help people. So that's why my focus has been on decriminalization rather than legalization. I think the country's too ignorant. We haven't had an adult conversation about drugs, and I'm trying to do that with High Price. The vast majority of people who use these substances are not addicted. Maybe 10 to 20% are. But 80, 90% are not. Most of our attention when we talk about these drugs are focused on this small pathological group. So when you read something like High Price, I focus more on the 80 to 90%. So decriminalization in terms of its impact on addiction treatment. Well, I hope that we would redistribute the money that law enforcement currently gets. We spend $26 billion a year on our sort of dealing with this drug problem. If we redistribute the money into treatment research, it would enhance treatment. We currently have some pretty good treatments to treat substance abuse. It's just that we also have a lot of quacks out there. And we also have to realize, too, that like law enforcement, the treatment industry has a stake in our current approach. So it's either jail or treatment. Doesn't make any sense when the vast majority of people don't need either.